And here we are at the business end of the season, grand final coming up. This week, a big warm welcome to Phantom Roosters coach Steve. And welcome, Steve.
Yeah, thanks, Clive. It's good to be on here. I've been watching your shows pretty excitingly, and good to get a chance. It's a shame that it's not a great week for me, but anyway, probably the two of the best ones got through the final, so congratulations to yourself and Keith.
Okay, thank you. Look, it must be a bit of a slow life up there if you said you watch this all the time. I mean, haven't you got anything else better to do than to watch videos of silly old people?
Oh, it's actually good for a change. Not like the first year. I used to look the first season to see how much of a bagging I was copying the first season, but I'm feeling like I'm part of the cup now because someone else has copied it each week. So I'm really fortunate about that now.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad you've seen that side of it. Keith tells me you've been nursemaid today, looking after sick kids.
Yeah, the youngest one. She had a cover from both ends last night up until about 3 o'clock this morning. So
right, okay, right. So are you out of the nurse's uniform yet, or you still?
Would you like to be out of the uniform, Clive? Would you like to be still in it?
Well. Actually, what I was thinking is perhaps next year you could model the candy pouch for us. We could have you in front of the camera.
Oh, I don't know whether I could fill it out as well as some other people could.
Well, you could always try.
I'd run out of socks.
Oh dear. Okay. Look, we better get on to football. Okay, no more of this nonsense. Obviously, working with Keith all this time, you get sort of an idea of how he likes to keep track of things.
He's very passionate, that son of yours. He's very easy to lead on a little bit too, so it's good fun.
I believe it would be, but in speaking to him last week, he said, look, he's really worried about you, your scores, and did I know that you average more than 650 each round, even during the bye season. So, you really had him going. You really had him stumped. He's keeping track of all your teams and all your scores.
Yeah, no, he got me in the end, and I expected him to anyway. But it was good up until the last night. He wasn't accepting victory, not until it was recounted today. So no, he's very passionate about it. So it's good fun. I don't know what we're going to do when the footy season's finished.
No, never mind. Tips on beating him this week. What do you suggest?
Yeah, you should be right, Clive. Your players are well and truly better than the bunch of old has-beens he has.
Well, look, yeah, okay. Look, you couldn't sort of keep him away from away from telecommunications this week, and that he can't adjust his team, could you? I believe you're both heading bush for chopping down trees or something this week.
That's correct. Yeah, I can get him lubed up a little bit, and we could talk some bad stuff into his head and might get him to trade someone. I'll aim for that.
Yeah, you could get him to accidentally trade some of his players out. He might pick up some of these players that have sort of been banned for the year. Like, who's that Newcastle dude? Jared Mullen or whatever. He could.
Yeah, Mullins. Yeah. There's plenty of injured ones. I might try to swap a Corbin Sims or something like that when he moves out for the season. So.
Good one. Look, Steve, as you said before, you've been in the Woodward Cup for a number of years. It's really good. Nice to have someone in there that hasn't sort of been part of this since the day dot. What do you reckon about the way Eskimo Brothers played this year? Would be good if we had an Eskimo Brothers and a Phantom Roosters grand final next year. What do you reckon?
That would be handy.
Yeah.
That would be very handy. I think there's a few people that didn't follow the unwritten rule of winning in their first year. I believe there's been someone that's went through and won it 2 years ago without following the rule of not beating the Woodwards in the first year. So
that was Scotty.
I think it must be time for Eskimos to get up. I'm not too sure of the past history, but Wendy certainly puts a good effort in each week, so I think she should be there. I would be a privilege to play against her in the grand final.
Well, we would be looking forward to that. It would be nice to have you in there, but we might actually try and, if we do a tour up there next year, get you on camera right in front of the camera. What do you reckon?
Oh, you should probably look at that one. Yeah, you do get out to the Bell Heights occasionally, so it's not that far away from where I am. I would love to meet up with you both.
Yeah, that'd be good. Now, listen, on a serious note, how did Keith cope with the predictable Origin loss this year?
He cried like a girl. Cried like a baby.
Oh, did you?
I don't know how he puts up with it, but he's very passionate. I must admit, he's probably more passionate than I am, and I thought I was pretty passionate, but he wore every hit. I actually had to ease off on him a little bit. I wasn't too sure how he'd handle the pressure, so I eased off and a few other people started giving it to him. So, but he's been in Queensland long enough now, he should understand that.
Well, that's right. He should. But as I said, it was another predictable loss to the New South Wales Origin team. But, if they didn't get on the Terps or whatever, and if they... actually, they should to learn how to play like Blair and who's that Broncos bloke, Maguire, all the dirty tactics, get stuck into them.
I think New South Wales was missing Gallen this year, so they lost a couple of dirty tactics.
Yeah, all right, touche. Yeah, okay, I'll believe you with that one. Yeah, but never mind. Look, seeing Keith didn't take too well to the Origin defeat this year, if by chance he happens to lose next week, how do you think that'll go down?
Oh, well, I was told that there was a few people cheering me on to get into against you next week and take you down. So there are some moles in your own family. Are you aware of that?
No, I was not.
There's a few people that wouldn't want to see Clive win, they told me. There'll be a few people cheering for anyone else. So I'm not too sure who I'll actually go for. It's probably more fun if you get over the top of Keith next week. I can lay a bit more on him.
Yeah, you might have to put a few dummies on his table so he can spit them out,
But was it correct that, was it a few years ago you may have beaten him in a recount or something, was it, in the grand final?
That was in yeah, that's right. That was in the second
year.
year.
Did you get over him by, what, was 1 point or something, wasn't it?
Three.
He might have forgotten that, but I think I've just brought it up now. So.
No, he hasn't forgotten it. It's a sore point.
He should never forget it either. I won't let him forget it.
Good. Now listen, changing subject again. Have you received your plebiscite form?
I have.
Okay.
And I'll have it in the mail, and I actually have something else in the mail for you, so a little bit of surprise for next season.
Okay. So, good. Okay. Apparently, when they were sent out, some people thought that I had too much time on my hand.
Well, you're retired now. You probably do have.
Oh, there's always grandkids to look after, you know that. But anyway, look, as I said, it would be nice to get you on camera next year and, actually put a face and a name together and then, put Keith in there as well, and we could all be in front of the camera and we'll be gooses, that'd be good.
I was hoping it would be with the cup in my hand, with a Queensland jersey on, but it hasn't come true yet, but it's still next year.
Oh, yeah. And look, while you're talking, I've got the 4 little mascots from last week. Now, unfortunately, Steve, I've got to take you out of the equation, and Eskimo Brothers Wendy, she's out of the equation for this year. But I reckon, the way you two played this year, it wouldn't surprise me if we had the Phantom Roosters and the Eskimo Brothers in the grand final next year. What do you reckon?
There's always a chance.
That's right, and that leaves to the Mollymook Monsters and the Wood Raiders. So, I guess for the purposes of disharmony in your office, it would be good if the Wood Raiders lost this week.
That would be better. That would be more fun.
Oh dear! As you say, I wonder what you're going to do when the footy finishes. What else have you got to pick on?
Oh, I don't know. There's always homebrew.
Oh.
There's always home brewing to do, so it should be more productive. The boss will be happy, but I'm sure there's something else we can take on just to counteract that productivity.
All right, look, I think we've talked enough rubbish for now anyway, but look, it's been good having you on. Actually, how many years have you been in this Woodward Cup?
I think this might be 4.
Oh, it's about time you won. Pull your finger out, come on.
Yeah, I believe, it was you won last year, Scotty won the year before. I'm not sure whether it was...
Keith won the year before that.
One before that one?
Yeah, Keith won the year before that. That's right, because he made the comment that Glenn, and it was Glenn the year before that. Yeah, that's right. Yes, Commissioner Glenn. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not sure whether this is the end of the 4th season. I believe. I think.
Right. Okay.
He's only been up in God's country for about 4 years.
Yeah. Well, look, you better follow the lead of Scotty and. Get in and do your homework. Although you had a pretty good team, it's just they didn't fire at the right time, at the right end of the season.
No, I've picked up a few injuries towards the end here, but I've taken a leaf out of your book and gone through a few young players, and I successfully hacked Keith's phone earlier in the year. So whenever he's keen on a player, I jump in the week before. So that's how I've picked up Martin Tapau and Angus Crichton, and hopefully the new star Cameron Murray from South. So I believe Keith was keen on all those, and I beat him out.
Yeah, you really did the dirty on Angus Crichton. He was really, really, shall I say, pissed off that you picked him up.
Yes, and I picked up he was captain of, I think it was Scott's Rugby Union, year before last, and this year I picked up Cameron Murray, who was the captain of that same schoolboys team last year. So hopefully he'll follow him through.
Yeah, you've got to have the young ones in there. You've got to bring them on.
Yeah, that's right. You have this year. You certainly brought it on with the turbos and the Clearys and everything like that. So no, your move early in the year looked a bit strange, but it's paying out now. So that's good.
Well, okay. Well, it's only a game, As long as you win, it's all good. It's good fun, isn't it?
That's right. That's good. It's all it is. It's a good game.
It is.
It's a bit more life to the year. I still follow the Roosters, so they're still in, so that gives me something to follow the year out with anyway.
Fair enough. Okay, well, look, as I said, that just about brings us to the end of this week, and next week it'll be either Keith getting the trophy or it will be staying here. But thanks again, Steve, and good luck for next year.
It's been a pleasure, Clive, and good luck to both you and Keith, and I'm sure the best man will win.
Thank you.